Prime time talk. We the champs in the zone, east coast to west. Every throne known and shown. Boxing unbiased, truth in every puff piece. Power pound kings, the talks never see. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings. East to west, coast to coast, prime time the most. Raising every toast, talk so smooth, flow with venom. Truth in the rhythm, no biased algorithm. Analysts breaking down round by glorious round. Unbiased coverage making the sound profound. Fighter profiles, every style compiled. Games by strategy, casuals beat beguiled. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, oh man, a lot of people say that, boxing have its moments, its hot spots, its cold spots. Me personally, I think boxing has always been what it's been. It's been up, down, all around, inside out. The way you turn, man. Anyway, I digress. This right here video is about a fighter that everybody has been waiting for him to see, who he's gonna fight serious and who he's gonna fight with a big name and who he's fighting next. And I'm talking about none other than Brian Norman Jr. Well, his father and trainer, Brian Norman Sr., has said that they are now very, very, very close to a deal to fight, guess who? Guess who, y'all? Jaron Boots Ennis. Yeah. It's true. In a IBF and WBO welterweight title unification fight in November. Guess what date on November? Not the end of November. Not too close to Thanksgiving. No. November 9th, y'all. Yeah, the first weekend in November. Woo. Said they want this fight to happen. Ennis wants this fight to happen. The welterweight division needs this fight to happen. And Brian Norman Sr. said, we're going to make it happen. Now that is what boxing wanted to hear. A good fight against two good opponents. Of course, Brian Norman, a lot of people say, he should get a few fights under his belt. Look, can't nobody tell a father and son fighter when they're ready for a certain fighter. Only they know because of what they see in the gym, right? And from recollection, these guys done sparred before. So, Brian Norman and his father probably feel as though they see something in them. And if you don't believe in yourself, why even get in this sport? If you don't believe you can beat a certain fighter, why get in this sport? Now, some fighters, they get in this sport to be a journeyman, to make a few buckets and, and ride off into the sunset. Some guys even do this as a hobby on the side. They go in the gym and box, this, that, and the third. But if you're doing this like Brian Norman Jr., like Jaron Boots Ennis, with their father and son combo, two fathers, two sons against each other in Philadelphia, November the 9th. Come on. You got to love that. For the IBF and WBO welterweight title unification fight, man, if you don't get out of here, that is going to be the biggest fight Philadelphia probably seen in a long time. you know, a very, very long time, especially a very good fight for Jaron Boots Ennis. You know, just signing with Matchroom, just getting over there with Eddie Hearn and them. That is a real good fight, a real good matchup. Hey, I got to give kudos to Matchroom, to the Zone, to Eddie Hearn, if they pull this off. For real. If they pull this off and make this happen, Eddie, man, hey, a lot of people counted him out when he first came to the U.S. from the UK. But I tell you what, look, the steadfast and the persistent always win the race. You know, the ones that want to start out there and hit that Nas gas tank too early, you know, and explode out there all fast, and everybody feel like, oh man, he's the man, they the man, he's doing the thing. And then they run out of steam. Because what Eddie Hearn understood is that he had to come over here with enough bankroll to outlast everyone else, and he did. He came over here with connections. He came over here with contacts and people that also believe in the mission, that believe in his journey. And look at him now. Look at me now. I'm getting famous. He getting famous. Hey, look, Jaron Boots Ennis, everybody been saying, you know, he hasn't really fought any top-notch elite names out there that people recognize. Well, Brian Norman Jr. will definitely be one. He'll be, you know, of course, the younger fighter, but he will be one of the most notarized fighters in fights that Jaron Boots Ennis would be fighting, and that would put him on the right lane to, you know, to build up his name, to build up his resume, to get hopefully that Crawford fight one day. You know, it's not set in stone. Any fight isn't. And when you hear a father like Brian Norman Sr. come out and say, hey, you know, this is what me and my son want to do, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. I don't care if you don't even like the man, like his son, whatever the case may be, you have to respect it when someone is pursuing another fighter, because that is a very rare commodity in boxing. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It is very rare that you have fighters or a fighter call out another fighter, him and his trainer, and they pursue it religiously. That's different. That's different. You know, so many times we see the fans creating fights and say, hey, you need to fight this guy. Oh, you need to fight that guy. And what do we see? The total opposite. They avoid, they go choose somebody else that you don't want to see them fight. Now, hey, I get the build-up fights. I love build-up fights. I love in-between fights to get a champion prepared to knock off ring rust. I understand all that. But when you're in your late 30s and this, that, and the third, it ain't no more warm-ups. Why are you still warming up? You should not be warming up in any more fights if that's all you've been doing in your late 20s, your early 30s, your mid 30s. It's no more preparation. It's no more getting ready. You should be already in the mix, fighting fights that you should fight, fighting fights that you should win, because you have the experience. You have the time put in. You know, it's sad to see a fighter. It's like they are 30-year-old prospects or daggone near 40, you know, still fighting young fighters that don't have the resume to back up the fight. And that leads to an underwhelming fight. That leads to a fight that, you know, that ends up boring, and the fans are, you know, are pissed off. We're mad because we keep getting these fights that are given to us that we don't want. What we want is to see the best fight the best, whether it's young, old, young, experienced, young and young, 0-0, loss to loss, repeat, rematches. It don't matter as long as it is the best fighting the best. You know, it's so many times we have got fights that we have paid for just because it was nothing else to watch, just because we are a true fan of boxing. But now we're late into the game. It's 2024. It's time that shift. It's time that stop. It's time that it changes and rearranges to the better, and we see the fights that we want to see. And this right here is one of those fights. Brian Norman Jr. versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Come on now. There's no way on God green earth you don't want to see that fight right there, because both fighters are exciting. Brian Norman Jr. is very exciting. Jaron Boots Ennis, we already know, super exciting. So what are you going to have when you got those two fighters in the ring? A mega war. Somebody going to get tore. Somebody, gotta go. Somebody is going to leave a double champion. Somebody is going to leave with a double heartache. And I'm telling you, that is the fight we are looking for these next two fighters. I don't want to hear them entertain nobody else. I don't even want to see them fight nobody else. If they do, I probably, will just, try and avoid it as much as possible, but this is my thing. This is my lane. So I'm going to watch it, of course. But at the same time, I got to let you know how I feel. So I want to see this fight. I hope y'all want to see this fight. You already know what to do when you leave my house. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next, latest, and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Endeavor, go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love, I'm out till next time.